This is the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, the best Galaxy phone ever made. It has the best cameras, the best specs, and the best, most private display on any phone ever created. But as a dedicated iPhone user, does the S26 have what it takes to make someone like me think twice about choosing the iPhone? Last year, I reviewed the S25 Ultra and put it head-to-head against my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I want to be transparent here. I'm still using the 16 Pro Max as my daily driver a year and a half later. Will the S26 finally give me enough value proposition for me to make the switch? Let's dive in. The overall design of the S26 Ultra is nearly identical to the S25 Ultra. I think one of the reasons why Samsung has not changed the overall design of the phone is because most people are not using a phone just because it looks different. They choose phones for the features. By far the coolest and most unique feature of the S26 Ultra is the all-new privacy display. When you toggle this feature on, the individual pixels inside of the phone contract, causing the field of view to shrink, meaning that if you are sitting next to me and I don't want you creeping over my shoulder, all I have to do is turn on the privacy display and you won't be able to see what is on my screen. You can actually turn this on per app and even have specific notifications like text messages be hidden from view while the remainder of the screen is still visible. This is such a cool feature and I'm glad to see something truly new come to a phone. It also keeps you safe and protected when you are out and about and on the go. Speaking about keeping you protected, I want to make sure that I don't break this phone since it did cost me $1,299 just for the 256GB model. As phone prices continue to rise, it is more and more important to protect your investment. That's why I partnered with the sponsor of today's video, Mouse. This is the all-new limitless case for the S26 Ultra. I chose the walnut style case since it is my favorite, but it does come in a variety of colors and materials that you can choose to kind of fit into whatever style or vibe you want to go with. It is Qi 2 and MagSafe compatible and will protect your phone from drops. So if you want to make sure that you don't go and break your newest security deposit on a one-bedroom apartment, check out Mouse in the description down below. Diving back into the phone, the S26 Ultra's cameras are mostly the same from last year, but now it features a bigger aperture on the main camera. I've been able to take some amazing shots from far away that look crisp and clear on the various zoom lenses. It has a softer bokeh effect than last year that looks really clean and not too harsh. And then there is the video performance on this phone. This year they've added APV and log recording up to 8K at 30 FPS. The S26 Ultra also has this crazy feature called Horizon Lock, which is this aggressive stabilization feature that allows you to record and rotate your phone 360 degrees while the image still stays in the same orientation. This feature uses the 200 megapixel camera to crop in while still recording at 4K 60. And that is all of the hardware upgrades on this year's phone. The rest of the phone is, how should I say this? AI slop. I think Samsung would probably want me to use the term agentic. Okay, well, let me tell you what I mean and then you can decide for yourself. Samsung touts this as their premier agentic phone. It is powered by Gemini 3. This new AI platform gives birth to features like the Now Brief, which can remind you of appointments that you may have missed, the Now Nudge, which will give you relevant information inside of the conversations that you're having in a text thread, and one of the coolest features I've ever seen on any phone is the task automation feature through the power of Gemini. Diving into the Now Brief, which is supposed to show you useful information at a glance, but honestly, after a day or so of me using the feature, I stopped checking it because it doesn't actually show me any relevant information. I actually find it quicker just to ask Gemini what I have on my calendar for the day, and that doubles for the Now Nudge. I've actually never seen this feature work on this phone. No matter how many times I've tried, I cannot get it to actually present me with any relevant or useful information. But now let's talk about the agentic capabilities of this phone, which is honestly kind of amazing. On the surface, the S26 Ultra can do tasks on your phone for you, including ordering you a drink or food on DoorDash. I've tested this and it does work fairly well most of the time. It is kind of slow though, but the intention of this feature is to do work in the background. The issue is it doesn't always work and it's not perfect. For example, I asked Gemini to order me an energy drink to be delivered so I can get work done in the meantime. And on the occasions when it did work, it's very impressive and I'm actually very pleased with it. You do have the ability to go and watch Gemini do the task for you, and you will always have the ability to intervene if the phone is either taking too long or something does happen to go wrong. While I'm thinking about it, I've actually noticed something really interesting with most of these AI agents that I think I should probably mention, and that is in almost every case, the AI agent's goal is to help you spend more money. It's helpful to have tasks performed in the background while we aren't looking and might be busy with something else. This is, in fact, the killer feature that we've all been sold with this AI future, that our phones will make our lives easier by doing things for us. This does accomplish a goal, albeit limited now to ordering you a Chipotle burrito, but in every case that I've seen, this feature makes an effort to help us order something and or spend more money. For example, the all-new Circle to Search now has been expanded to search for individual items and show you results on multiple clothing items or objects in a given photo. For example, if I see a picture or video of someone holding a ukulele and wearing a cool shirt and I want to search for the same type of shirt or the ukulele, I can use this feature and Google's AI will find the objects. If you need to get a ride from the airport, you can ask this AI agent to order you an Uber or Lyft to pick you up. Cool, spending more money. These are all really useful features, and it is the promise that all of these companies have given us in the past. They do work most of the time, but I've yet to see a feature set that is truly life-changing. This is exactly what I want from AI, and if you are listening and want my business, here's exactly what I need. I need a robust AI assistant that will manage the logistics of my digital life effectively by doing actions for me before I even need them. Imagine this, you wake up in the morning to open your phone and you have a list of morning to-dos right in front of you. Since your phone has the personal context about your schedule and set the alarm for you to wake up the night before, it started a pot of coffee 10 minutes before you woke up. You can at a glance see what time you need to be at work and have a summarized itinerary of your meetings with notes that you may need, all along knowing the weather that day to suggest if you need to wear layers or not, and your phone can then preheat your car 5 minutes before you leave. I think features like the Now Nudge are going in the right direction but don't work 100% of the time. The Now Brief section on the phone is an amazing dashboard which would have the ability to show all of the things that I just mentioned, but still leaves much to be desired. So the question is, who exactly is this phone for? Honestly, a lot of people. Many of the S26 Ultras are focused and built on AI, but if you are someone who hates AI or doesn't want to use the AI features, there's still a lot of phone here. If you are willing to pay the premium price tag for it, it does have a solid camera and fantastic battery performance. The privacy display is one of the coolest hardware features I have seen in years on any phone. And if you are into all of the AI stuff, I think this is the step in the right direction, but we still have a long way to go. AI agents are here, and I'm actually surprised how well these features work today. And I hope that as these features continue to be released, we get closer to the seamless feature that we've all been promised. And finally, will I be switching to Android? No, not yet anyway.